do. That's what OUDNA is.
I really like, it says, coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Alright, that is what we're trying to do. That's what Schmitty's trying to do in this summer, is bring everyone together. Alright, create a team, create Team 131. Alright, Coach V came to me with this idea about a month ago about creating this Sooner Summit. Alright, the Sooner Summit, because we climb a mountain in the season, we're climbing the mountain in these games. Alright, we have 7 events. 7 events. Alright, we're going to break you guys up into 8 teams. It's going to take place over the next 3 weeks. Alright, there's going to be 7 events spread out over these next 3 weeks. It's going to be a lot of fun, alright? 30 seconds on the clock with current OU coach. Has recorded over 400 total tackles and his collegiate career.
This is the fight. Knock, knock, it's my destiny. Drip, drip, it's a remedy. Throw it all at the enemy. If I don't do it, it's the enemy. Chop, chop, yeah, I'm moving in. Let's go, let the game begin. This is the fight of a lifetime. So don't need nobody here telling me. Don't need nobody here telling me how to be, what to be, who to become. Eating it too, I ain't giving you some.
I really been practicing.
To the one destination. Going to battle and I will confirm. I'll be looking for the domination. This is the fight of a lifetime. This is the fight of a lifetime.
This is the fight of a lifetime. This is the fight of a lifetime. Yeah, this is the fight of a lifetime.
Yeah, this is the fight of a lifetime. The two I ain't giving you some. This is the fight of a lifetime. Better believe I'll be getting it done. This is the fight of a lifetime. Get me to the one destination. This is the fight of a lifetime. I'll be looking for the lifetime. Knock, knock, it's my destiny. Drip, drip, it's a remedy. Throw it all at the enemy. If I don't do it, it's the enemy. Chop, chop, yeah, I'm moving in. Let's go, let the game begin. This is the fight of a lifetime. So don't need nobody here telling me. Don't need nobody here telling me how to be, what to be, who to become. Eating it too, I ain't giving you some. Better believe I'll be getting it done. Getting your head and I do it for fun. Taking me to the one destination. Going to battle and I will confirm. I'll be looking for the domination.
Doug Deacon, Special Teams Coordinator. Born and raised in California, just north of Los Angeles, went to school at San Diego State, was a walk-on wide receiver that got on the field on special teams, and thus my coaching career after taking on special teams as a GA at San Diego State, spending a total of 17 years. And why I love coaching special teams, you coach the entire team. You get to work with the offensive linemen on PAT field goal, and on defense, you get to work with the D linemen, among the linebackers and DBs on all the other 4 special teams, as well as the tight ends, wide receivers, and running backs. It is the absolute best.
What it's all about is what you're going to learn is OU DNA.
And what it takes, and the whole purpose of bringing us together is to make sure that, number one, you know someone more than just time spent in the locker room. We've chosen your big brothers. They go out of their way and improve their leadership skills in terms of mentor leadership and taking you on. Yeah, Big Brother program is our way of integrating any newcomer into the program, and really a two-prong approach in terms of how quickly we can integrate guys by pairing them up with a player that has been here for at least a calendar year, to have a personal touch to it in knowing someone, not only just being in the locker room, but outside of the locker room, pairing up a newcomer so that they can not only show them the ropes, but also what the culture's like, as well as someone to confide in other than just their position group per se, or just classmates if they're an incoming freshman, just getting tight with just the freshman class, but now tiering it to pairing them up with a sophomore, or if they're a transfer, obviously it's an older player that's a senior or junior, to be able to feel the integration in. And then the second part is for our current players to then own leadership skills. We meet at least 4 times a year as a group, all of the big brothers and all of the newcomers, where it's led in learning about what is mentor leadership, as well as handing over the room for them to each speak in front of their peers is another skill that they learn through the program, and telling them who they are, what's important to them, and the veterans to then vocalize and articulate what's made them successful here. If roles were reversed, if they were the newcomer, what could they have known coming in that would have put them on a quicker track to success. There is no check the box. Did you text your big brother? Did you check in? That is something that they take on, because everyone's different, and I want it to come from a genuine place of how they interact, and making sure that it's a genuine relationship, other than just time spent together in a shared experience of the locker room and out on the field. And so in developing the whole person, that's our job. As we get handed the baton from the parents dropping their son off here to Oklahoma, knowing that they're going to leave the best version of themselves. So a Big Brother program gives an opportunity to develop those skills, interpersonal skills, let alone leadership skills. It's of utmost importance. Just like I mentioned, speaking in front of the room. Those are skills that often you don't have any experience after leaving college, but now we're integrating into the program, so they have those experiences. And that's our job. And when they do pass the baton, this is how we're making your son into the best version of himself, whether it's the NFL or a career, or going in as an adult out in the world post OU. They've had these experiences and are ready to take it on head first.
My primary responsibility is to, facilitate opportunities for, guys to discover themselves outside of football. And that's through our 4 pillars: community engagement, former player relations, financial literacy, life skills, and career and professional development. It was always kind of a dream for me to come back here, to be on this side, helping young men develop. Off the field was something I always wanted to do. And so when Coach Venables extended the invitation and offered me the job, I jumped on it. I came to OU 2001 as a freshman student athlete, played for Coach Bob Stoops. Coach Venables actually recruited me out of high school, and I came in, played in the offensive line, had a amazing experience as a student athlete. Played in, 2 national championships, won a couple of Big 12 championships. And to come back here 20 years later and, guys like Scott Kolak and Jerry Schmidt are still here. I think that, even though Schmitty left full-time and came back, I think that speaks to the fact that Oklahoma is family. And, guys that are in the coaching world and are still pursuing careers in college athletics, there's a strong desire to come back to normal. And so, when I left, in 2004, 2005, went out to Oakland and was in the Raiders organization for a while. When I retired, I never moved more than an hour and a half away from this place. The familiarity that's here, familiar faces, the feeling of nostalgia as you walk through these halls is powerful. And so, there's a level of comfort and a level of peace that's here because, number one, you spend so much time in this place, but then secondly, you build such great relationships with the people. So the partnership with Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Oklahoma, I think it's one of my favorite events. That event is powerful for a number of reasons. There's the element of community that's present. A lot of these kids come from Norman, or they live in Norman. We have several families and bigs and littles that came from Oklahoma City. For the children, you make this idea of being a collegiate athlete or, just going to college, you make it tangible. Because these are people that, I see on TV, but now I'm out here playing with them. So I think it's a great opportunity, not only for our student athletes, but also for, local children. I think overall, it was just, the opportunity to be in that stadium, for a lot of kids who may drive by it and dream of walking in there, they get the opportunity to go out on the field and run around. I know that was big for me growing up in Waco, in the shadow of Floyd Casey Stadium where the Baylor Bears played. The first time I got to walk out on that field, it changed my life to a degree because, this dream I have of playing college football, I'm on the field now. Just being in close proximity to football players, OU soccer, pretty much the whole volleyball team was out there. It makes this thing tangible to people.
So the best way that I could explain an official visit to somebody who has no knowledge of what that may be is if you have 20 official visitors or 20 recruits on campus, then it would essentially be a wedding for 20 brides and all of their families, and over the span of 2 to 3 days. So that's inclusive of planning all of their travel, coordinating communication with the family, facilitating all of their schedules and itineraries. So transportation schedule, buses, rental cars, meetings with our coaches, our general manager, our head coaches meetings, meetings with our strength staff, nutrition staff, sports science staff, and all the above. All of the photo shoots, hotel rooms. A lot of people may not think goes into an official visit. From the outside looking in, it may just look like cookies and balloons, which it is, but there's definitely a lot more that goes into the planning process with that. And I'm really blessed to have such a great staff that help to support that process as well. Between our two coordinators, Emily and Taylor, and then also all of our seasonal workers and our student workers on the recruiting ops side and the scouting student side as well. It's our job to portray the image of the university and this football program and Coach Venables and his vision to the best of our ability to recruits and their families in order to put our best foot forward in trying to get them to come here. But also we want to make sure that on our end, we are determining and confirming whether or not this is the correct fit. You never want to force a fit. And it's about being hospitable to the families and making sure that they feel comfortable while they're here with our staff, but also making sure that they will be the right fit here, either as a player, in the locker room, amongst our staff. Are they a good teammate? What are they made of? What is their character? Are they a good student? Are they, how do they treat others when no one's watching? So the visits are important in order for the recruits to see campus and see our football program here in person, but it's also important for us to build a relationship as well.
Creed Humphrey. Played here from 2017 to 2020. Played as a center here, and now I'm with the Kansas City Chiefs going on my 5th year.
Anton Harrison. I played here 2020 to 2023. I'm now with the Jacksonville Jaguars, going into my 3rd year, offensive tackle.
Wanya Morris. I play offensive tackle. I play here from 21 to 23, and I'm going into my 3rd year with the Kansas City Chiefs.
We're here at a recruiting event, at a players panel, just telling the guys why OU is OU.
Our experience here at OU, what made us come here, and what makes Oklahoma, Oklahoma, you know, and there's only one, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously there's, you know, a long line of history of, you know, a winning program, you know, one of the most winningest programs in the history of college football. You know, countless All-Americans, Heisman's, you know, draft picks, guys in the league, you know, that are, you know, in the Hall of Fame now, all those different things. And, you know, that's one thing that makes OU special. And it's also just, you know, the people that come out of here, the family atmosphere, everything about OU is, you know, just centered around making, you know, players the best that they can be on the field and off the field.
It made me who I am today, and that's probably the biggest thing that helped me be ready for the next level.
All the culture, the people, the relationships, and the fans, everything plays a part when it comes to Oklahoma. The friendships you make, they're lifelong, man. You're never gonna forget the people that you played next to. And these coaches, they're gonna develop you. If you wanna get challenged and you wanna be a better person, a better player, this is the place to do it.
Yeah, it means the world to me to be able to, you know, have my name up on a list with, you know, some of the legends that have been around here. You know, I grew up in Oklahoma, so I was an OU fan my whole life. And, you know, just, it was always my dream to be able to come here and play and, you know, put on for the home state, you know, and just make my name here and put it up there with, you know, some of the greats that have always played here. So just be able to have that and have that come to fruition, it's been amazing, and it's just been nothing short of a blessing.
All right, this team's never been together. There's never been a 131st team in Oklahoma history till now. All right? And the identity is going to be written by every one of you guys. And so I'm going to tell you, man, we on the clock. I know you guys know that. Every day, everything and every day matters. All right, talking about team, building team, and how hard it is. Never been more difficult. All right, I think it's become a kind of a popular thing for people to focus more on themselves than it is about the team. Are there plenty of guys that love and embrace team? You're damn right. You're damn right, but it takes everybody. DNA is a gift. That OU DNA is a gift. All right, effort's a choice. Everything you want is on the other side of hard. There are no small things, just details. There's no substitute for physicality, and there's no excuse for lack of. My feelings don't change the truth. Love never fails, but tough people win. Now, if we're going to be something, man, I want to be a tough team. You think it takes toughness to win the SEC? Damn right.
Who are you? What defines you deep down? Every living thing is built from DNA. It's the blueprint, but there's a difference between ordinary DNA and OU DNA. Not everyone has it. Do you? Passion is the first strand. It's what drives you when no one's watching. It drowns out fear, fuels your fire, and makes the game a way of life. It's in every drop of sweat, rep, and snap. OU DNA is unselfish. It's not about the spotlight. It's about the team. Doing your job, lifting the guy next to you. One man can't win alone. OU DNA means integrity. Doing what's right even when it's hard. No shortcuts, no excuses. Hold the line, push past comfort. Let the film speak for you. OU DNA is brotherhood. This isn't just a roster, it's family. You fight for each other, bleed together. The bond, it outlasts the game. OU DNA is leadership. Leaders don't talk, they show. They serve. They grind when no one's looking. They carry the standard. OU DNA is dominant, built on relentless effort. No breaks, no off switch. Just show up, show out, set the tone every time. And above all, OU DNA is tradition. This place stands for something bigger. It's in the walk, the work, the legacy. It's not given, it's earned, and it's carried by you. Everyone has DNA. but not everyone has OU DNA.